Welcome today guys to a brand new video on the channel. In today's video I am going to be simulating 10 years of F1 23, my team, to see what happens in F1, see who wins the championships. Let's get into the video. I had to show this. Leclerc has won his first race at Monaco. That is mad. I wasn't expecting it. Generally thought he was cursed, but he's broke it in the first season. Alonso has announced his retirement from F1, the first one of the video. There is going to be a big silly season now with Alonso leaving Aston Martin. We have Lando's first race win here. That is mad. Again, after Russia, didn't think I'd see it. This first season is throwing up some crazy results. So at the end of the season, Lewis Hamilton has beat Russell by 12 points, a close fight there. Leclerc third, Verstappen fourth in the Red Bull. Now that is a shock. Albon doing decently there in the Williams. Ricciardo bottom along with Sargent. That shouldn't be happening. Game, fix that. And Mercedes have won the constructors by quite a distance, to be fair. They have just completely dominated the season there. So we have had a mad silly season. Alonso has officially retired with Albon replacing him. Charles Leclerc has gone to Red Bull with Perez going to Alpine. We've got Magnussen going to Williams to replace Albon. Ocon has gone to AlphaTauri to replace Ricciardo, who has gone to McLaren to replace Lando, who's gone to Ferrari to replace Leclerc. And I haven't showed it here because I forgot, to be honest, but Liam Lawson has gone to Haas as well to replace Magnussen. We've got another retirement as Lewis Hamilton has announced his retirement from F1 after winning his 8th championship. I don't really blame him. He may as well just retire now. He's broke the record, so good for him. At the end of the season, Lewis Hamilton couldn't win the championship though, with George Russell beating him quite comfortably, well, by 57 points. That's not too bad. Verstappen somewhat returning Red Bull to form. Ricciardo getting quite comfortably beaten by Piastri. A great season for Albon in the Aston Martin, scoring over 100 points. And Ocon dead last in the AlphaTauri, which I was shocked to see, beaten by his teammate there, Yuki Tsunoda. And Perez getting beaten by Gasly at Alpine. Again, I'm shocked by that. And Mercedes have won the constructors quite comfortably again, with Red Bull second, Ferrari third, and Alfa Romeo scoring some points. So in the next season, we have Perez replacing Hamilton at Mercedes. What is going on here? Albon has gone to Alfa Romeo with Kevin Magnussen replacing him. Drogovic has gone to Williams. What is going on? Bottas has gone to Alpine. That is one weird silly season, I can't lie. And I had to show this. What a podium. Piastri and Ricciardo on the podium together. Like, that needs to happen in real life. This season, it's going to happen. Piastri's going to win for McLaren and Ricciardo's going to be there in his AlphaTauri. They're going to do shoeies together. It's going to be great. Russell has won the championship again, with Piastri having a great season in the McLaren, coming second. Perez with a not so good season, not doing as well as Hamilton. But what can you really expect? It is Lewis Hamilton. But the biggest shock, Red Bull are poor this season. Leclerc being beaten by Magnussen in the Alfa Romeo is bad. A strong season though from Liam Lawson. 33 points in the Haas is very good, especially when his teammate Hulkenberg got no points. And Mercedes, of course, they've won the constructors again by an absolute mile. Decent season for Haas there though. 6th is one of their best finishes in F1. Now, this silly season has been mad. Leclerc hasn't retired. He has just been dropped by Red Bull for Liam Lawson, and Porsche has gone to Haas to replace Lawson. But literally, look, you just have Leclerc there as a free agent. That shouldn't be happening. Leclerc should have a drive at 97 overall. And another retirement here, as Nico Hulkenberg has announced his retirement from F1. In shock news, Russell has won the championship again. A very close scrap though between him and Perez, only 20 points difference. Another good season from Piastri in third. Red Bull getting a bit better, both drivers scoring over 100 points. And Lance Stroll, I was kind of shocked by him, not doing awful as he's done in every season, actually managing to score 46 points. Mercedes again dominating, but what else would you expect? Red Bull still lacking in the constructors, but they're getting better. Now, in this season, there has been some more moves. After the retirement of Nico Hülkenberg, Leclerc has gone to Haas, and McLaren have dropped Ricciardo for Porsche, so Haas have also signed Dennis Hauger. So this could be a very interesting season. As you can see here, Ricciardo just been dropped. Not retired, he's just been dropped by McLaren. Again, knew he shouldn't have went back. So a close title fight between Russell and Piastri. Only 12 points separates them. A good season there for Porsche. Ferrari doing well, but the big one, Drugovich in the Williams, 115 points. That is a great finish for them. Red Bull with a very poor season again. This is probably their worst one so far. I'm pretty sure Codemasters just hate Red Bull at this point. Look at that, Red Bull actually finished behind Williams in the standings. And, well, of course Mercedes win again. But it's the closest another team has been to them in this whole save. So maybe things are going to change? Probably not, but they could. I had to show this. Drugovich has just won in a Williams. Like, what is going on? This is Williams' first win in decades. Just look at the top 5 in general. That is just the future of F1 coming through. So we have another retirement as Valtteri Bottas has announced his retirement. He's had enough of scoring no points in the Alpine, which is fair enough. 2 retirements in the same season as Sergio Perez has announced his retirement. He is leaving Mercedes. This is going to be big. All the drivers are going to want to be in that Mercedes as that is the dominant car. At the end of the season, of course, Russell wins again. However, another big season from Drugovich. P3 in the standings. Williams are really on a resurgence and they are doing so well. Look at that, P4 in the constructors. Red Bull doing well as well, back up into P3, a bit more in form. Ferrari very poor, and Aston Martin really poor this season. This could be a game changer. Verstappen has replaced Perez at Mercedes. He could go on to beat Russell now. Lawson has joined Red Bull to replace Verstappen. We have Ricciardo at Alpine. Jarno Opmeer has gone to McLaren. I don't know what's going on there. I just dropped him and I just wanted to change up for something different. And McLaren have signed him. He's 61 overall. What is going on there? Zach Brown, I think he's gone a bit mad. I can't lie. That's a nutty decision. We have another retirement as Kevin Magnussen is officially retiring from F1. At the end of the season, a dominant win from Max there. His first season in Mercedes and he wins. Porsche carrying McLaren there in P3. I'm actually shocked Russell hasn't won, you know. And a big shout out to Williams. Look at that. Both of their drivers scoring over 100 points. A great result. They are truly resurging. And look at Opmeer in the McLaren. The second best car on the grid and getting 1 point. That is a very, very weird decision. Look at that. 4th in the constructors. That is one of their worst finishes. But Williams, P3 in the constructors with 257 points is actually incredible considering where they are in real life at the moment. After his poor season at McLaren, Jarno Opmeer has been dropped by McLaren in favour of Charles Leclerc. Opmeer didn't retire, he was just shocking and was dropped, which is fair enough. Liam Lawson has gone to Aston Martin. He has ditched Red Bull, so that could be an interesting move. Let's see how he gets on there. That could be make or break. And 3 rookies on the grid. Doohan's gone to Red Bull in his first season. We have Vesti at Alpine and Iwasa has gone to Haas. Halfway through the season though, Red Bull dropped Doohan already. Didn't really give him a lot of time. Drugovich has gone to Alpine, which is a shocking move, I have to admit. Alpine have been horrible in this. Vesti has gone to Aston Martin alongside Liam Lawson. This is a bit of a mad mid-season set of transfers, you know. You got Lance Stroll at Williams, Jarno Opmeer at Alpine. What is going on? This game just got on like crack, I swear. But shocking from Drugovich, I must admit. He's left a good team there. At the end of the season, Russell has beat Verstappen, but by only 5 points. That would have been a very good battle to watch. Lawson doing incredible in the Aston Martin, really bringing them back up the grid in P3. Porsche doing okay in McLaren, beating out Leclerc, which is always good for him. Leclerc doing far better than Opmeer did. Drugovich scoring basically no points since he left Williams, a really weird decision. And Lance Stroll didn't even score a point for Williams. That is shocking, I have to admit. I don't know what Williams are thinking there. Look at that, they dropped down to 5th in the Constructors. But the biggest one, Ferrari in 6th, and McLaren are back up to 2nd now, on equal points with Red Bull though, which is pretty good. Good battle there. Although there was no retirements, there have still been some moves in the market. We have Iwasa going to AlphaTauri, Vesti has gone to Haas, and Yuri Vips has gone to Aston Martin. Another retirement here, as Alex Albon is officially retiring from F1. Halfway through the season, Yuri Vips has already been dropped by Aston Martin in favour of Jack Doohan. So, didn't really give him enough time, but here we go. Jarno Opmeer is now at Alpine. Don't really know what they're thinking there. And Zhao Guanyu has been dropped from Alfa Romeo. So, the end of the season, Verstappen has won this time. Lawson with another decent season. Leclerc beating Porsche this time. And what a season there by Logan Sargent. He might be pretty poor in real life, but that's a great season. Absolutely battering Stroll. Alpine with a dreadful season, only scoring 1 point. Look at that, Alpine down in 8th. That is really bad. Williams P5, Ferrari P6, not even getting over 100 points. That is bad. We now have Doohan leaving Aston Martin to go to AlphaTauri. What? Jarno Opmeer has got that Aston Martin drive after another poor season. What is going on? We got Ricciardo at Alfa Romeo, Zhao Guanyu at Williams, and Kalen Williams at Alpine. There has been so many weird moves in this game. It is unreal. And look at this, end of the season. Verstappen has won again. Another easy win for him. The biggest shock though, Jarno Opmeer has finished P3 in the championship. P3. I don't know how he's managed that, but fair enough. Lawson's done alright as well. Another good season from Sargent in the Williams. They've really been like the biggest surprise. They have become really good on this game. Whereas some teams like Red Bull have been very hit or miss, not great. Weird move from Doohan going to AlphaTauri, and Ricciardo and Ocon at the bottom. Again, Mercedes won. They have won every constructor. Mercedes have won every constructor. That is mad. And Ferrari again with a poor season. Anyway guys, if you did enjoy this video, remember to like, subscribe, and yeah, the winners weren't that different, but I hope you enjoyed. Bye.